For the most part, it's the anchors, reporters, meteorologists, and sports guys you see mostly here on Channel 7. But there are so many people who work behind the scenes to make everything happen.
Yes, we could not do this without them. Our editors, our photographers, our producers, directors, production assistants, and then there's the people in charge of our newsroom, our managing editor, our executive producer, the news director. So many, too many to count.
We've spoken to several formal and former KTVB employees from over the last several decades ahead of our 70th anniversary this summer, and one name continues to pop up, someone who really helped shape what KTVB has become today. That is Sal Celeski.
Sal was and is the greatest broadcast journalist in Idaho history. Channel 7 would not be what it is today without him.
Referred to by some as the father of Idaho journalism, Sal Celeski was first an Air Force veteran. After leaving the Air Force, he went to work as a photographer for the Idaho Transportation Department before he was hired at KTVB in the 1960s.
He was visionary. He broke stories like crazy. Those of us on the print side were always competing with Sal.
Celeski worked under General Manager Bob Kruger.
I could come down here on Saturday mornings, which I did frequently, and Celeski was always here. I mean, he was just working and working and working.
He's credited with changing the philosophy of television news at Channel 7, shifting the focus to local news. Celeski started Viewpoint in the 1960s. Today, the series is Idaho's longest-running public affairs program. He became KTVB's news director in the early 1970s.
He was the gold standard of journalism in Idaho for broadcasters.
His decisions to begin incorporating what was then considered new technology helped set the station apart from others. He also hired some pretty familiar faces.
Sal had a very unique ability to find talented people.
Sal did a tremendous job, and he went out and found the D. Sargents of the world and Carolyn Hollies, and I think he even found a guy by the name of Mark Johnson probably one time.
Celeski left the station in the 1980s and moved on to a career as a political consultant, working with both Republicans and Democrats. But he kept in contact with not only his co-workers, but other political sources over the years. To this day, some still meet weekly for coffee to catch up. In 2021, Celeski passed away at the age of 87.
We had probably 36 come back this past summer after Sal Celeski's passing the fall before, come back for a reunion that we put together to kick off a scholarship fund at Boise State in his name to do what we can to create opportunities to educate the next generation of Sal Celeskis.
And Maggie, Justin, this scholarship has raised more than $37,000 so far. That's incredible.
Yes.
They hope to raise $50,000. We do have a link to how you can donate in this story at ktvb.com. And in April, Boise State announced the scholarship's first recipient, Andrea Tereres Martinez. You saw her at the very end of this story. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be introducing you to her right here on Wake Up Idaho.
Oh, great. We look forward to that.
That's awesome. The next Sal Celeski.
It's so fun to see all this history, too.
Those pictures
really
are
is. Yes.
something.